What is going on, everybody? Erock here, bringing you guys a brand new video. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Today's video, we are going over the Apex Legends Season 8 Mayhem patch notes. We're going to briefly be going over everything that's coming out with this patch. But if you want further breakdowns of the new gun, the new legend, any sort of little update, we're going to probably be making further videos on this, so make sure you stay subscribed to the channel if you're not already. Leave a like, leave comments down below. Everything and all helps the channel grow each and every day. So we got a lot to uncover, go over, so let's get into it. The latest season of Apex Legends introduces our most explosive legend yet, a hard-hitting new gun, a world-shattering update to Kings Canyon, and a whole new batch of quality of life updates. First and foremost, we're going to be talking about the new legend Fuse. I made a previous video showcasing Fuse, but now that it's absolutely official, here we go. Let's meet Fuse. He's a mercenary turned cage fighter who never turns down a good dust. His affinity for explosives allows him to carry extra grenades. He can throw them faster and further. He can launch a cluster bomb with an air burst explosive. And when it's time to really bring the boom, Fuse uses Wally to launch a bombardment that encircles an area in a ring of flames. So like I said, passive, stack an extra grenade, throw it further. Some of them are more accurate as well. Tactical is a knuckle cluster which launches a cluster bomb that continuously expels airburst explosives on impact. And his ultimate, the Motherload, launch a bombardment that encircles a target area in a wall of flames. Next up, we have a new weapon called the 30-30 Repeater. This heavy ammo lever action repeater boasts hard-hitting rounds that'll nail a fleeing mirage at 200 paces. The 30-30 is the benchmark for reliability, designed to withstand whipping sandstorms and temporal instability, which is made obvious choice for Apex games. Having a disciplined trigger finger is going to be needed here. The 30-30 requires the user to rechamber their rounds between shots, which brings a method of rhythm to the rifle. An analog elegance that the modern weapons of the Outlast just can't quite capture. To further tempt those itchy trigger fingers, the 30-30 has a built-in charging device. Players have an opportunity to deal increased damage with each shot. The 30-30 reloads one round at a time, which makes for some interesting resource management you won't find anywhere else. The 30-30 engagement range allows unique opportunities to reload individual rounds between slots. This gives the repeater the ability to lay down consistent, precise range pressure, something weapons with full reloads can sometimes struggle with. So with the new legend and the new gun, we have a Kings Canyon map update. The Season 8 once again sees changes coming to Kings Canyon. The main new point of interest shows the devastation from the ship crashing into the map. Players can now explore beyond artillery, spotted lakes over the slums, and some new observation towers for basic beacon or sniper's nest. One of the new items that was also introduced into this update is Legendary Magazine, which yes is gold. Season 8 introduces the gold tiered magazine. Attaching it to a weapon automatically reloads your stowed weapons after a brief delay. The gold magazine has the same capacity as purple mags and is available for light, heavy snipers and energy weapons. There was a few quality of life updates to go over. They added a damage counter. They have now added a damage counter to the HUD. This was highly requested feature, so they're excited to allow players to see how much damage they're doing in each game. So basically, it just tracks your damage on how close you may be getting to that 2K badge, 3K badge, 4K badge. Hopefully, they'll be implementing more types of badges and trackers here in the future. So a couple legend meta updates here. Basically, Wraith's hitboxes was adjusted. Basically, they made it larger. It was kind of hard to hit Wraith as it is, being one of the smaller legends. And basically, all they did was expand Wraith's hitbox to be easier to hit. So keep that in mind when you're starting to play Wraith again. As far as Rampart, Sheila angles increased from 120 degrees to 180 degrees, and her wall health in build phase has been increased from 1 HP to 45 HP. Basically, this will help Rampart get those shields up a little bit quicker. We'll see if this helps impact the amount of people that play Rampart. I might try her out a little bit more, but I'm not sure if that's going to really convince me to use her a little bit more. As far as Horizon, the gravity lift effective cooldown has been increased from 21 seconds to 25 seconds. The 15-second cooldown timer will now start when the gravity lift disappears. I don't know if this is really too much for people to complain about. Horizon was super and is super overpowered as upon release. I don't think this is a really huge deal. If people complain about it, I guess so be it, but could be worse. Octane got a launch pad remastered. Many players may have known about Octane's super jump that was possible with a well-timed jump while hitting the pad. Once the double jump option was introduced, there was an input clash that led to unreliable usage. They decided to add some launch options that are better defined than the old super jump. So basically, hitting the jump pad from a standing position will launch players along the arc, and from a crouch position, players will launch along a low arc, meaning they'll fly lower but farther in the horizontal direction. A couple minimal ones here for the remaining legends. Crypto, they removed the ability to stick arc stars to friendly drones. Loba, the loot inside unopened care packages is now visible with eye for quality and accessible through the black market. Caustic, all gas now dissipates as soon as Caustic's team is eliminated, and Mirage, the decoys now create footsteps. Last but not least, we have a few weapon meta changes. The fully kitted guns, they removed the Wingman, Sentinel, Havoc, G7, and Alternator, and have added the R301, the new 30-30 repeater, a Mozambique, longbow, and a Spitfire. As far as attachments, they removed the gold barrel from the pool, and like I said earlier, they added gold magazines. When it comes to the hop-ups, the double tap trigger hop-up has now been removed from the loot pool, and the anvil receiver rounds have been re-added to the loot pool. So for you flatline players, carbine players that like to use the anvil receiver, it's back. Abuse it while you can. The volt damage has been decreased from 16 to 15. Not a huge play here. We'll see how that kind of thing feels in game. The alternator, the bullet damage has been increased from 15 to 16. I personally think the alternator is going to be a new meta weapon to use. As far as the Spitfire as well, bullet damage has been increased from 18 to 19, but they did increase the reload time from 2.8 seconds to 3.2. So at least they nerfed one side of it and buffed another side. And as far as the EVA, since they did get rid of double tap, they increased the fire rate from 2.0 to 2.1. Not a huge increase, but it's something to keep an eye on for EVA players. And lastly, they just talked about a few bug fixes that they implemented into this patch. I'm not going to read each and every bug update. If you want to look at the article yourself, all the patch notes, everything, it's going to be in a link in the description box down below. My personal thoughts on this: it sounds like a good update. I know a lot of people are disappointed with not seeing huge changes to Caustic or huge other sort of meta changes, but keep in mind they have stated like a week or two ago that the majority of like the Gibby and the Caustic updates that they're going to be doing weren't going to make it on patch day. So these could be things you could be seeing here in the future relatively soon as like a hot fix or like a mid-season patch. So keep that in mind. Don't be discouraged about that. Enjoy the new gun. Enjoy the new legend. Enjoy the map updates. New rank split. Everything. Just try and enjoy everything, you guys. I'm super excited, so I don't see why there really would be a reason not to be. They're giving us content and everything that we want. So, but if you made it to this part of the video, gotta say thank you guys so much. That is going to be it for me. Like I said before, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Everything helps, makes the channel grow each and every day. We'll have plenty of more videos coming out on this season. We have some setting videos coming out. And if you want to watch the live streams, going to be in the description box down below, twitch.tv/Erock. Thank you guys so much for everything, and I will see you in the next one.